We introduced ourselves to the area. We didn't just go through an estate agent. The house was owned by a novelist, and Luke had met her. So he'd been to this house, and he always said if it came on the market, let him know. And I came on the scene, and about a year later, this house did come on the market. It never went on the market, they just rang Luke. And Luke brought Francis, and we looked at it, and it was just what we wanted. So we moved in. Before we moved in, we were introduced to the neighbours next door, Trial by Sherry's, you might say, because they actually owned this house for a period of time as well, and sold it on. So they quickly established people around us. And the young couple next door, the young couple in the 70s now, they were just coming in and having babies, and we were both nurses, so we talk about that. And it sounded wherever corner you went to, whether it was the shops, you made a connection. There's no pub in this area because it was church commission. So there's no meeting in the pubs, but there's a lot of gossiping used to go on the butchers and the grocers and things like that. And people were very open in saying, come round, have coffee, come in. It doesn't happen quite as much nowadays, but it's still a very close community. You can see it when you're going along the road here, you know, there's a twittery lady who always comes over to talk to me and talk about Luke and talks to a dog and me and goes on and on. And I'm just sort of a bit frivolous with her. I go further along the road and there's a lady who's very involved with the church, quite serious about things, and genuinely inquiring about me and how I'm going. And I can hear me having different dialogues with these two ladies in a very short space of time. And there's a lady who's very theatrical, sort of one lady. I like going around and bring her doorbell and get a cup of tea and some lemon cake from her. It's good fun. She's quite different to some conversations again. The only thing we've all got in common, we've all lost our partners in the last 5 years or so. So we share a lot of that common ground, which is nice. Somebody said his DNA is stamped all over the place, including in me. And it's normally when somebody dies, when you go to clear their house, you go in there and you start clearing, but I'm living it, you know, all around me, whatever it is, whether it's that little picture of the wall behind you there, whether we know where that came from, when we bought it, and all this. The picture above is a miniature portrait of his mother. So there's a lot of Luke still around, there always will be. 46 years of being with somebody, and life sounds quite different. Sounds a bit cruel to say, but there's something I call LAL, life after Luke now. I did the right thing for Luke when he was alive and on his death and all this bit. But now I've got to put my life together again now. Francis has to start living a different lifestyle. And what that lifestyle is, I haven't quite found out yet. But the excitement of going to Brighton for 4 days, you know, that's silly things like that. Well, normally at this time of year, we're packing up the house here and going off to France. We used to, anyway, so. It seems a different world to be in London at this time. No, I'm quite a nervy sort of person. I can get agitated quickly these days. It seems more so in the last couple of years. As my fuse is a bit shorter. And before, I think I'm a bit more brazen, forthright, Yorkshireman, blunt to the point. I think I'm a bit more sensitive to life, I think, in recent times. Yeah, that's me.